Okay. Today we are going to see few of the new concepts in SQL part 2, right? See guys, again I'm telling SQL is the backbone in interviews. Very, very important. Even coding they will okay, but in SQL they'll not actually give even 1% of lenience. Maybe if you guys are working in companies, you will see, especially as a data engineers, having a lot of SQLs, maybe hundreds of lines of queries and all. Okay, so now I'm going to create a new table, right? I'm going to create a new table. Let's see, let's play with some of the realistic kind of data, near to realistic, okay? Orders data, right? I'm going to create a table called orders data. Okay, let me use this database, sorry. And then yeah, I'm creating it. Oh, sorry. We have to use yes for safe side I'm doing. Okay, now I'm creating a table called orders data, right? What can be there in orders? Order ID. Let's say customer ID, order ID. What else? Order ID, integer, maybe few columns I'll write. Country. Varchar, maybe country can be 40 characters length. See, if you're not giving comma here, it will show there. And a state, maybe. Varchar 40. Okay. This is your data. Creating your table. Inside this MySQL workbench, you'll just need to give colon. I'm selecting this and just executing it. See here, orders table is created already. All right. Now I'm inserting the data. I already have some data available with me so that I'm inserting now like this. See, this is my customer ID. 1, 2, 3. See, customer ID can be repeated, right? Customer can have many orders, right or no? Yeah. This is country and this is state, something. Let me execute this. Okay. So now data is inserted. Okay, let's see the data. What is the command to see the data? Select star from orders data, right? See guys, this is your data, right or wrong? Select star from orders data. This is the table created and this is your data. So now I want, see my question is clear now. I want how many orders were created for each country. Clear? You guys can think and just message or you can give it chat or whatever it is. I don't want the entire query also, just need an idea how we can do this. How many orders are created or ordered? How many or how many orders are available or maybe created? Okay, created for each country. These kind of questions you will be getting in interviews also, right? Clear? Guys, easy question. Can you guys tell me how can we do this? How many orders were created for each country? How will you write the query? See, here we have already seen something like count. This is what? Total number of employees in a table, right? Total number of employees in a table. Okay, count the orders for unique country, correct? But how? China, your answer is correct, but can you try to give in a query language? Just give it a try. Because if you guys think for 5 minutes or 2 minutes here, this will be remembered for long. This is very
Distinct.
important. Sorry?
Distinct.
Distinct. Okay. Distinct. If we use select a distinct country, you mean like this?
Yes.
Okay. Select distinct country. Yeah. Then how will I get? See, if I select distinct country, how many rows I will get? Check it. USA 1, right? Distinct country. 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So India 1, 2, right?
Yeah.
UK 3. That's it. 3. Okay. Can you see for India itself, you have order 1, order 2, order 3, order 4. For India itself, you have 4 orders, right? If you write
Yeah.
a query like this, distinct country, I'm not asking distinct country, right? I'm asking orders for each country, total orders for each country, total orders for each country. Got it? So distinct, yeah, will be used in these cases to count the unique number of countries and all. Yes. Okay, good try. Count the orders from unique country is what some of the person gave. Fine. See, count is fine. Half question is correct. Half answer is correct. Sorry. But how to count for each country is the question, right? See, how to count for each question. How to count for each country. Let's say, okay, let's say if I give, so if there is some event, right? See, understand this. This will be remembered for lifelong. Okay, very, very important concept. Suppose you're working in an organization, right? You are having some event, some function, right? Let's say Shiva is the coordinator for the function, right? For example, it's a very small function. He is the coordinator, right? So people are scattered here and there, like this data. See, India is scattered here, India is scattered here, right? USA is scattered here. Like data is somewhere distributed. Okay. Means like, see, whenever there is a function or an event, people will club, they talk. Each department people will not only stay in separate wing, right? It's a function, right? HR will stay only with HR. No. Developers will stay only with developers. You have friends and you will sit wherever you want. Correct, Shiva? As you are the organizer now. Correct, right or wrong?
Yes. Yes. You're right.
So now, how will you count? How will you count easily? How will you count easily if I ask you how many people are attended this event based on department? Let's say for each department, let's say software development group, 5 people attended. Okay. HR, 7 people attended. Finance, 2 people attended. So how will you categorize this? How will you count as a human? Your way.
We sort out by the
You sort.
IDs or whatever
You sort out, or you will ask people to sit or
on the group.
initially to count in
Yeah.
the group, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you will ask people to sit in the groups for some time to take the count, right? So
Yeah.
now all HRs are sitting in one group. Software development people are in one group. Now it is easy or not?
Yes, it's easy.
Yeah. So now similarly we have a concept called group by in SQL, right? Group by, group by, group by clause, right? So with what type of groups you are trying to segregate? Let's say group by department in your case. In the example which we discussed, group by department. Correct or not? Sure. Group by
Yes.
department. So group by HR, group by whatever it is, development, group by finance, group by admin, whatever it is. So you need to group them on the particular department so that you will be able to count it easily. Here also, you can group everything with the country, right? You can group everything with your country. See, what if I group with country? What will happen to your data? Let's see. Let's see. First, I'll write the question. So, first, I'll write the solution. Can I do that? Grouping and counting, correct? With your example. China, any
Mhm.
questions? Grouping and counting. Only two things I'm doing. Yeah, fine. Select, see here, select country. Country I need, okay? I need two columns, country and its count of orders, right? Total orders in that country, okay? Count of, can I give, see, every order is having order ID, right or wrong? Every order is having order ID uniquely. I will give just order ID, right? If I just count, see order ID 1, 2, 3, 4, like that I can count. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that I can count or not.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm counting only order ID. If you just count order ID, that should be fine. Okay. So now, so this is one column and this is another column. I need only two columns. I need only two columns. What are those two columns? Country and total orders for that country. Okay. After select, what we have to do? We have to use from. See, these are the only two columns I required. See, previously also you are doing the same thing. Here you are having 5 to 6 column. After that, you are taking the table, right? Select columns and table. Select columns and table. Here also. Select country, count of orders. Okay, country and count of orders from employee. Okay, I am selecting from employee, right? I am selecting from employee, not employee. This is orders data, right? Sorry. Table name is orders data. This is your orders data, right? Orders underscore data, right? So now with whom I have to group, guys? Whom I have to group?
Country.
Exactly. Because the question is total orders for each country, right? So I'm just putting group by country. First we will see. And I'll also tell one more thumb rule. Able to see? India 4 we have discussed, right? See the data. Can we do one favor? Can we see whenever you are what I told after select every comma is your column name. This is the logic. This is also a column name. That's why it is coming like this. So what we need to do?
Total orders.
Give some name. Exactly. Clear? Total orders. Perfect. Yeah. Any questions? See, group by is predominantly used in your SQLs. Very, very important. But you should know where to use it for each country, right? for each. Getting? Okay. Let me just do small thing. I just commented that. Okay. Sorry. Just a second. This is your data, right? Okay. Okay. So let's see what is this table contains. Okay. This is your table, correct? This is your table and this is your group by operation. Now, one more thing. What if I add one more column called state? If I want to see state also, guys, if I want to see state also, what will be the output? Any guess? If you get this, we'll get it, right? Group by will be clear in any entries. Main logic is here only. So what will be my output? I'm just adding one column called state. That's it. Okay, let's see what it will do. Sure, you want to try?
I believe it is going to fetch the state name next to it,
Okay.
next to country.
Okay, let's see that. I executed. I think I got some error. See this error, guys, at the last. Select country, state, orders. See, what is the error? Expression 2, select list is not in group by clause.
Okay, we are only
Contains,
using country. We have to use the state as well there, I guess.
yeah. So that concept I'm going to explain. See, why we are not get why we are getting this error? State, country, others, okay? Yeah.
Because the country is common, but state name has different there.
Yeah. So I'll explain. See, guys, when you're trying to use group by, what it can do is first thing, I'm just removing it, I'll write it again. See, this is your data. Right? See, you're getting state here. So, what is the problem here? See, one blind rule you can remember like this, but I'll tell you the logic also. Whenever you are using any column names in the group by statement, let's say what are the column names here? Country. This is the logic generated. That's okay. This is the logic, right? New column we are generating. But what are the predefined columns like country, right? Whenever you are using any columns in this table, in this particular table, in the group by, right? You have to mention it here also, right? If you are using state, every column you have to get in the group by statement. But why? We are going to discuss. This is okay. See, now it will execute. Like you guys, for USA country, this state 4. For USA country, this state 2. India, UP 1, Bihar 1, AP 1, Goa 1. Getting? Now this is working. Whatever the columns available inside your table already, right? Inside your table. If you are using after that in the select statement, compulsorily you have to use in the group by. See, country state, we are using it here or not? Clear? But why we are doing this? Why it is giving an error? Group by contains non-aggregated column. See, this is aggregation, right or wrong? Count, sum, average, minimum, whatever it is. These are all aggregations. Apart from aggregations, it will not allow any column name. Getting? Apart from your aggregated columns like count, right? Max, this, that, right? Minimum and all. These are all aggregations, right? Average, sum and all. Apart from that, whatever columns you are using, you have to use after group by as well. Otherwise, it is giving an error. But why? Let me see here. Say, for example, store. See what this group by is doing behind this. Let me. Yeah. This is very, very important concept. But now you got the logic, right? Blindly. Let me unship this. This is your data. Interviews, you should not forget this, right? This is your data, right? Now, what you are going to do is whenever you're applying a group by, right? Whenever you're applying a group by, so what will happen is, see country, what you're saying, group by country, right? Group by country. So what SQL will do is countries will be grouped. See the table, countries will be grouped means USA. For example, USA, right? Now see how many USA records are available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 records, right? These are all USA records. So now what you gonna do? This is an example I'm telling. So in SQL, see in a tabular format, in your brain, understand you're working with table, right? Currently you're working with table, right? So now all the USA records are grouping into one record. See, even in your query output as well. If I execute this, USA one record you are getting. India one record you're getting. You're getting the count of those, right? You're not getting 4 USS. So what group by will do is USA you will have. See how many USA records are there, guys? Here. Shiva, how many records? 6, right?
6.
Okay. So now in group by, what is the output? One record and total count is 6. Clear? So now that means you're counting this group by into 1. So now you're grouping all the USS, right? So now how it will happen? How it will happen? Now it will count order ID. On order ID we are counted, right? Order ID 1. Say what are the orders, right? See, what are the USA orders, guys? 100, 108, correct? 108. This
110.
is this is stable, right? This is
Yeah.
stable only.
Yeah.
So the next line, the next record will come like this. The next column will come like this. It will not come in the row because you are grouping it to 1. When you are grouping it to 1, you will have a data like this in the table, right? Okay, what is another thing? 110, right? 110. 131, 142, 150. See, this is your entire order ID. The query we wrote, right? Order ID, country, group by order ID, right? So if you're not doing this group by, right? See, this is order ID. If you're remembering, let me show you. This is your order ID, right? If I don't give count, what will happen? See, error, non-aggregated column. So that's why we have to give aggregated. Why? You should be able to understand now. I'll show you. See, guys, this is the order ID, correct or not? And this is the group by logic. So, do you really think in SQL, can we do like this? SQL data is like this, right? 101 row columns. This is not a row column, right? This is an array. This is a list, right? You're unable to represent this in your row column, correct? If you're not applying count, see if you're applying count, how it will look? Let me show you. If you're applying count on order ID, this thing will be 6, right? This is the reason the count means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This list is counted, right, as 6, and you are getting like this. So this is accepted in SQL. This is accepted in SQL, or this is accepted in SQL. Tell me, guys. Can you see a data like this in SQL? Structure, pure MySQL. This is better or this is better?
The total count is much easier to read. Yeah.
So even to store in SQL, it can store, right? See, this is also similarly looking like this, row and column format, right? Row and column format. But see, each column, you will have individual row, you have everything, even in simply like your Excel sheet. So when you are applying group by, and if you are just giving a column name, I'll show you very clearly. See, this is the query, right? The output of this query is, this thing. Similarly, I'll paste the query here. Right? The output of this, query is this. Clear? Now you able to recognize, guys, why SQL is unable to process this non-aggregated data? SQL cannot show this data like list here until unless it's a string. It cannot show data like this, right? In SQL, you'll have only row column. But when you are applying group by, read the queries. Here I'm not applying any aggregation. Straightforward order ID. But here, what I have done, see, because you are grouping your country. When you are grouping your country, you'll get all this data like this. For example, if you group UK or India, things are still same. India, and then their respective IDs like 1, 2, whatever it is, 3, etc. Getting? But if you do aggregation, this looks pure SQL, right? This looks pure readable. You cannot do this. That's the reason. Even if you're applying for state, what you will get? You will get this state as Seattle. How many states in USA? WDC, Washington DC. Yeah. So like that, you will get in an array, even for state, whatever the date, whatever the column you are giving, until unless it should be in group by or it should be in aggregated. So what will happen if it is in group by? See, now you understood, right, guys? Any question till now? Till now, any question? Yes, no question, Shiva?
No, it's clear.
Yeah. China, any questions? Okay, what advantage you will getting here now? See, if you are actually executing this query, what will happen is, see, India is repeating here. even though it's in group by, it is repeating here. But what is happening is, see, in USA, Washington DC having two orders. Let's see the data. In data, you're having, right? USA, Washington DC, where this one and this one. This is having four, correct? Washington DC is having two, but state is not repeating here. See, clear? So when you are applying group by two ways, right? When you're applying group by on two columns, what is happening? Slightly different. What is happening? It will first go for USA and go for WDC. Now from state it will group. See, you will get the designated country for this state here, because this is we wrote first. Firstly, what will happen, guys? When you are having two or three group bys, what will happen is all the state here in this example, right? In this example, country and state you have to represent like this only, right? You cannot represent WDC comma WDC here, correct? USA you will have USA WDC comma Seattle. You cannot represent like that, right? Like this. Let me write it. Let me write it, guys. Let me write it for you. You will get some more clarity. USA is there. This is another column. Settle. Four times it is having, right? It is having four times. Clear? And Washington is, right? This is what your data is, correct? But you also use this state in the group by, right or wrong? See the query, guys. You also use state in the group by, correct? So now you should also get for each state, right? You should also see this thing is you should also have total orders for each state. You can also call total orders for each state, correct? But for which country? So that's why what we are trying to do is, the question here is, you should able to represent total orders for each state along with the country, right? State is linked to country, right or wrong? State is linked to country. So in this case, you need to use two group bys, right? So if in our logic, you have to also destructure this like this. How will you destructure this? USA, this is one unique, USA, WDC, right? And now on top of this state, how many? Four, and here you will get two, correct? This is what we are getting. Because we also needed for each state. The question is here for each state. For each state, you should also bring your country back. So that's why we're actually grouping both state and country. See, in short, whatever the data you are putting here at the last, you will be able to get that particular state grouped well. Along with that, you will have linking to this country. These are like a combination, right? These are like a combination. You cannot write something like this. How? How you cannot write? USA, WDC, space WDC. This is not possible because we are actually grouping for each country and state together. So that's the reason country and state together we are actually grouping. When I say Telangana and Hyderabad, it making sense, right? Together I am calling. Understood, guys? In short, whatever the last group by you are having and previous to that, that should be a pair. Then only you have to do group by of both the columns. It should be pair, like country, state, or city, village, city, state. something like that. Guys, making sense? Am I making sense? Yeah.
Yes.
Any question? Blindly, you can do one thing. Wherever you are using these column names, non-aggregated column names, you have to use in group by. Otherwise, you'll get issue. How will you show the country? If I just only write state, it will work still. But if I want country, how will you do that? See, this is state. What if I want country also? So country also you have to put it in group by. Understand? That is in short example. This is group by state. You are getting fine. But you also want to display the country. I don't know what is WDC in which country it is. So I have to pair this country, then you have to put it in group by. In short. Clear? So very, 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 very important concept. You guys need to practice a lot. Okay, just a second, guys. See, this thing which I want to show you is group, select country. How many states? What are the states available? This is group concatenation, right? When I use group concatenation on state, this is also one aggregation or one method, right? This is the logic. Let me do like this for you. See, here this is something aggregated data or something, some method, some logic we wrote. Only we are grouping by country. If I want to show you, like this I shown you, right? In the paint. This is group concat. If you apply group concat, whatever the data available for this country, you are getting in this concatenation with respect to comma. Right? Concatenation. We already learned in Python. These things we have to group. This is like a string. Here it is like a string. But here it will not be a string. You are not doing concatenation. Concatenation will be performed on string. But here it will not be a string. It's a list or something, right? It's a collection for sure to count the data, right? Because we are applying count. Clear? Fine. Now, see, these concatenations are normal. See, in group by, you can also have a lot of things, which I will going forward discuss one by one because we'll have a lot of examples, right? A lot of things to be covered. Okay. Anyway, so what I will do now, I'll give you few more things on this orders data. Select name, comma, city, comma. See, if someone asks you, okay, let me show you this. Let me show you this. If someone asks you, right? If someone asks you, just a second, guys. If someone asks you to print a new column with state hyphen, okay, this is your orders data. One second, guys. But there is no city here, right? Okay, okay. There is no city here in our data. Country state. Okay, no problem. So what we can do is, so if someone asks you to actually concatenate country and state, that means, let me show you. I'll write, you guys can guess what it is. Country, comma, See, I'm just doing concatenation. What is data as what will be my output, guys, for this query? Any idea what will be the output of this query? Just read this query, what we are trying to say. These are columns, right? Comma separated. So I want to give a try.
There's going to be a gap in between, I guess, between country and state.
Country, state, two columns. What will be the third column? Concatenation.
Okay.
Concatenation is performed on string. This is string,
Yeah.
country, state. With what we are concatenating? Hyphen.
Hyphen.
So
Yeah.
let's see what it is giving. Getting?
Yeah. Okay.
So you are using concatenation. This means like this should be your entire string. See, this is one value. Okay, this is only one value, right? Which is country state. So this one value, what we are trying to do, we are trying to concatenate each of these comma separated values. Country hyphen state. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We also have employee data. So let's start from. Okay. Now we have an employee data. So now what I'll do is select name, comma, city, comma, concat, name, comma, some ABC, comma. What I can do, I can put city as some concat data, for example, from employee. Okay, so now what will be my output? What will be my output, guys? Tell me some example. What will be my output? This is your data. Take, for example, what will be the output of first record? Someone unmuted.
It would be Sai ABC Lucknow.
No. Let's see. Sai ABC Lucknow. Yeah. Patel ABC Lucknow. Kujar. Whatever there, we are just concatenating. If you give spaces, you will get space. This is the string, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, if I want to concatenate more of the table, more of the column names, so I have to mention all the column names here, right? So instead, what I can do is, see, column names you have to mention anyway, but you have to mention, for example, hyphen I am giving, name hyphen city. Again, I have to give, for example, hyphen age. Okay. Again, I have to give hyphen something. So it will be lengthy, right? Hyphen, 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 I have to repeat. So what I can do is, I have one more method. Okay. Name, city, observe. Employee name, city, age. Definitely I have to get this. And then I want to concatenate both of these three. There is one more method you see, concat ws. Two methods, concat ws. If you have more things to concatenate, what you can do is you can actually give this simple. I want to concatenate with hyphen. This is shortcut, okay? Showing black. Okay. And give your all the column names in order, however you want. City H as concat data. How many columns you want to, you can give. It will concatenate with the hyphen. This is the meaning. Here, if you represent or not, that's okay. This is three separate columns, and this is fourth column. Fourth column logic is give whatever you want. Clear? Simple method, concat ws. Perfect, guys. Clear? See the output. Sai hyphen Lucknow hyphen 24. Clear? Yes, no. Any question till now?
Clear. Yeah, yeah.
If you have more columns to concat with same thing, same delimiter, you can just give concat underscore ws. Okay. So now I'll give you one small query. You guys can think of it. So this is your employee data. Clear? Employee data is clear. So I want employees. Okay. My question is, see, my question is, select, fetch the employees, get the employees. Whose salary is greater than Patel. By seeing the table, who is greater than Patel? See guys, who is greater than Patel? Just see the table and tell. What will be my output? Get the employees whose salary is greater than Patel. Huh? You unmuted your mic, Shiva.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the salary wise, I think who is
Greater than Patel. That's it.
yeah, it would be Ishwar. Yeah,
Yeah. It will be Ishwar as per the data.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Got in the chats also. Right. So now, how will we write the query for this? Same thing. By seeing and you replied, how can I write a query for this?
Depends on what columns we need first, or we can add a new
I
column.
just need all select star.
Okay.
All the records I need who are greater than Patel. If you guys can't tell, you guys can text me this important question as well. Okay, so let me write. First, I will get the Patel's data, right? Select star from employee. See the question also. Get the employees whose salary is greater than Patel. Patel is the name, right? Either I can get it with his ID or something, but as per the question itself, you have Patel, right? Here someone can give the ID also, whatever it is. But as per the question, read the question. Get the employees whose salary is greater than Patel. So first I'll get the Patel's salary, right? Where name is equals to Patel. This is Patel information, right? Here I'll get Patel information. Correct? Shiva? Shaina, correct? Here I'll get Patel information. But I need what? Patel's salary. Question is Patel's salary. I don't want all the data from Patel. So now what I will do is, I'll put this entire value. Salary you'll get, right? Only salary data. How much you'll get? 20,000. Patel's salary is 20,000. You'll get salary. Now what I'll do is select star from employees, where salary greater than this thing, Patel salary. See here from this query, from the right side query, we are only getting salary, right? You're getting 20,000. Select star from employee where salary is greater than, this is number, right? This is 20,000. This is number. So that's why I'm using greater than. Here what I've done, I'm selecting all the columns from employee table whose salary is greater than this 20,000. Clear, guys? Tomorrow Patel's salary can be 30,000, but still this will work. You should not give directly 20,000 here. Why? Patel's salary can change. Again, you have to change, okay, 30,000. No, should be dynamic, right? Clear? Two where conditions, that's it. Where salary greater than this salary. Here I'm picking the salary. Let's execute this first. This is called like kind of a subquery. Okay, query. First, this query will execute, which is in brackets, and then this will execute. See, you're getting this one, right? 50,000. See, this is your data. Only Ishwar should get as per the discussion. Clear? Any question on this query, Shiva? Shaina, any questions? Straightforward.
Yes, yes.
You have to put it in bracket, which will execute first, kind of a subquery. This is concept like subquery, yeah. So you are getting number here. See, if I put star, that is not actually good. What is showing error? Operand should contain one column. Should contain only one column, right? Because salary is only one. You are comparing numbers. You should get number here. People do mistake, right? Here you should get number because you are comparing with number greater than. That's the thing. Yeah. Okay. This is where you are getting. Okay. Let's go for something I missed in group by. Yeah, I'll take it now. Where is this group by? Yeah, this thing. Okay. This thing is fine, right, guys? This is fine, right? Now, my question is, get country. See, we have to just modify this query, or we will write it again from scratch. No issue. Get country and orders and total orders. Get total orders for each country. Get total orders for each country who is with minimum three count. Okay, that means country should have at least 3 orders. Those things only I need. Country, order, country. See, output should be this thing. Output should be country and total orders. Country and total orders. But there is a condition. What is the condition? Get total orders for each country. That's fine. Total orders for each country. Okay. Country and total orders. Fine. Whose count is minimum 3? Who is with minimum 3 count? Minimum 3 means what, guys? What is the minimum 3 terminology? At least 3. It should be greater than 3, right? 3 or greater than 3. Right or wrong?
Yes, yeah.
It should be greater than or
Equal
equal
to
to 3.
3.
So minimum 3, at least 3. Okay. Questions can be asked like this. So what we have to do is select queries, please select. For each country, we will write first. Okay. Till here, we'll write query. Okay. Only this highlighted. Select country. Okay. Select country. Next. Count of orders. Right. Order ID we can count with. Okay. As total orders. Right. This is what we know already. Group by country. From employee. Sorry. See, whatever after column you have to put table name. No, not employee. It's orders data. Group by
Country.
country. Right? Non-aggregated data. Cool. So what it will give? This thing you are getting. Right? But what is this condition? Whose count is minimum 3? You can write like this, where total can we write like this? See what it's showing. Where is not valid at this position. You cannot use this where filter after group by. Okay, you can use having. Having. See, having what?
Total orders is less than 3. Less than or equal to 3.
Having, yeah, count. Having count. Greater than or equal to 3. Minimum 3, right? Yeah. See, if you want to filter on top of group by, put having.
But we are using count star, it will give complete thing, right?
No, that is here, this thing.
Okay.
Okay. See, on top of group by, it will do this count.
Okay, got it.
So group by will have this individual data, right? 6, 4, like that.
Got it, got it.
On that, it will do. Okay, that's why we have to use having. Otherwise, where we can use, right?
Yeah.
Where total orders greater than. Okay, that will not allowed on group by. Okay,
So
on, yeah.
like just a quick question is like when to use group by and where and having, like do we have any previous recording so that I can go and watch?
No, this is the first thing. See,
Okay.
group by, the major thing of group by is for each data, for each country, for each state, for each, okay, for each, for a
Okay.
specific, okay, on you have and you have a number of data, right? So
Yeah.
you will have country, state, city, zip code, whatever it is, right? For each department. How will you make that each, like we discussed in the events example or the function example?
Okay.
You will definitely need to do group by. The question is, see, the question is total orders for each country. Whose count is minimum 3? That means first you need to get each country or not?
Yes.
To get each country, what you will do? We'll use group by, right? To get count of each, see total orders for each country, what you will do? Group by. For each state, group by. For each city, group by. Correct?
Yeah.
So count, minimum, maximum, whatever the aggregations are there, we will be getting from group by itself. Otherwise, you can't get the data like this. Okay. See, in question itself, what we do? Get total orders for each country. Till this, you have to get. Put group by blindly. Okay. Now, on top of that, what they're asking? Whose count is minimum 3? On group by data, you have to filter using having clause. Okay. Clear? Where we are using, whenever you are not using group by, see, after this, if you are putting something this, if you are putting something, right? See, this will be on tabular format, right? This is on tabular format. This output is tabular format, right? USA 6, India 4. Okay, I'll store this in somewhere like this. If I want, select star from orders data. Where? I can use where, right? Before I'm not, see, this is entirely executed first. Okay, clear? This is executed first. I can write the same query like this. See, I'll show you. If you're confusing, I'll write the same query in different way without using I. For example, what it will give? It will give like this, right? Total orders. So now this is one output we have. So for example, if you want to get minimum 3, right? What we can do? This is one output, right? This is the output. What we can do is select star from this thing. Select star from this entire thing. Now this is new tabular data, right? Select star from this result. Select star from this result. Where total orders greater than 3. Let's see whether it's executes or not. Okay. There is one condition only. Yes, okay. Just a second, guys. PMP. I'll explain this, don't worry. Anyway, I will explain this in your what we call in your window functions as well. But yeah, here, see you're getting data. See what I have done. See what I have done. First check this. You're getting group by is fine, right? You need to get for each country means you have to apply group by. The question is for each country, right or wrong? Get total orders for each country whose count is minimum 3. So for each country, put group by country. Clear, Shiva? You asked, right?
Uh, yes,
For,
yes.
for each country, put group by in the country itself. Whatever for each, the next term, put it in the group by. So you're executing this. I'm naming it as temp, TMP. So that means this is some temporary table. Okay, this result will be stored in temporary table. What is the temporary table? If I execute this, what will be the temporary table? Only I'm executing this. This is my temporary table, correct? I'm putting this name as TMP. So now, after this, what I'm trying to do outside this, select TMP dot star, where TMP dot total orders is equal to 3. It is something like this. First execute this and then apply. So there are different ways of writing. Okay. If at all someone asks you, see, if you have a question, something for each country, each state, each date, whatever it is, right? On top of that, if someone is asking filter, you can straight away use this count, having count greater than 3, it will count. Okay. If you forgot this, you can do like this. This is one way of doing. But this is easy, right? Simple. First you apply, see, get total odds for each country. What you have to do? Put group by. Then filter on group by. Yeah. See, here also I'm filtering on group by using where, because I'm putting this in one table, which is temp, and then I'm filtering it. Instead of creating that, you can simply use this. Get the data for the grouping. See, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? On group by, okay, we have done country and its count. Clear. On top of that, if you need any filter immediately, just use having. This is only for group by, guys. This is only for group by. Other way, wherever you want, you can use filter. Where? Okay? Like this where and on. Where clause works, like we had discussed in the last video as well. Clear now? Doubt clear? Having filter is applied only on group by. Other filters applied with where. Clear, Shiva? In short?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. But yeah, once we practice, this will come. Because if you're grouping data and someone will ask group with some condition. So now you have to know what is this condition. Once you know the condition, apply having. If you forgot this having, you can use like this. Put it in temporary table and use that. Where? Two ways I told. But mostly prefer this. This thing we will also discuss in window functions. This usage. Okay. Okay. What are the aggregation functions we have in group by? This is right. Select city, minimum salary, max salary as max salary. See what we are getting here, guys. What we are getting here. For each city, see Siva, the question is for each city, get minimum salary, maximum salary, average salary, sum of the salary. Clear? For each city, as a business person, I want you to do for each city, like for Hyderabad, how much minimum salary we are giving, Hyderabad region, right? See, let's execute this. Lucknow, what is the minimum salary in Lucknow? This thing. Max salary is this thing. This thing here. Bangalore, see, minimum and maximum is same. But in Hyderabad, minimum salary is 12,000, maximum salary is
50,000.
50,000. See how beautiful this report is. Very small query, right? Getting the usage of group by. For each city, I need this minimum salary, maximum salary, average salary, and total salary. Total, how much I'm spending in Hyderabad? Shiva? 62,000. Clear? Total,
Yes.
how much I'm spending in Bangalore? This is something wrong, I think. Should be. Okay, only one person is there. Okay. Only one person in Bangalore. Correct? Only one person should be there in Bangalore. Yeah. Total I'm spending 11,000 in Bangalore. See, if your data is growing, how will you know these things? Right? Hyderabad, I'm spending more. My business is going good in Hyderabad. Right? If I am getting losses, I will reduce this in Hyderabad. I'll put it in another location with cheap labor. Right? Employees data. See, now the question here is for each city, what is the minimum salary? This is aggregation or not? Minimum. Right? This is aggregation or not? Maximum, round, sum. So the question is for each city, calculate minimum salary, maximum salary for each city. We are getting this for each city or not? For each city, calculate minimum, maximum, average, total salary. Okay. This is the complete group by in one shot. Clear, guys? Shiva, clear now you
Yeah.
understood where to use group by?
Yes, yes.
Once you are using group by, if you are trying to apply filter, then use having. Simple.
Got it.
If you are not using group by, go for where. You will get to know once you practice, it will not work by default. Where and all like that. Okay. So you have to do this way. So see, most of the questions will come under group by only. Group by or window function. See, because as a businessman, my business is in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Lucknow, Kajaro and all. So now, if I want to know where is my total loss, right? If I see all my orders data, today order, tomorrow order, date, if I having date also, right? In orders data, that we'll see in window functions. I'm just telling you, if you have date also here, right? For each city, what is the total profit? What is the total loss? Where this for each year? Okay, for 2025, what is the total loss? What is the total profit? Right? For each year. I'm saying each. That means go for group by. Clear? See how beautiful this report is. For each city, I'm just spending. This is my spending statistics as a business person. Any questions in group by? Guys, clear?
Yep, yep. It's clear.
I request you guys to practice the same thing. Right? Tomorrow I'll ask questions. Tomorrow we'll go for joins. Very good concept, big concept. And yeah, if possible, we'll mix group by and join together to have a complex questions. Maybe once tomorrow and the next week, things will be sorted, right? We'll have all the skill. I mean, 80%, 70% of the skill will be ready. I will tell you one website, okay, next week, where you guys can practice this SQL, right?
Okay.
That will give you good in interviews. Okay, but practice the same thing which I've given. I'll also share this. Okay, I'll also share this in your chats because you need this data entries and all, right? So yeah. Clear, guys?
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah. It's clear.
So this is what it is for today for group by. Don't want to make it lengthy because I think tomorrow mostly people will join. Okay. Yeah, guys. So hope you guys will join tomorrow. You will check with Lasya also. Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. Sure.
So any questions? If no questions, we can wind up. Any questions? Yes, no.
Nothing from my end. Yeah, yeah. It's clear. Yeah.
Clear. Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Others?
you. Yeah.
Others? Okay. Okay. Cool. Fine, guys. Then we shall wind it up here for today, and we'll meet tomorrow on the same. Okay.
Yeah.
But before tomorrow, please practice. Complete a skill. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Thanks for your
Thank you.
time. Yeah. Thank you.